are the beasts that put fear into hearts.
These bulls are so huge and so strong that they can tear you up easy anytime, any day.
Fans into seats.
Everybody loves to see a really good wreck, but they want to see the guy walk out and throw his hands up in the air.
And excitement into the arena each week. They're the lifeblood of the sport.
We love all those bulls because they give us our profession. Without them, we can't do anything.
They're the wicked beasts of the PBR, and they're next on Total Bull. First up, Bo Howdy. The son of the legendary Bodacious has begun to make quite a name for himself lately.
Bo Howdy, he's a bull of Jerome Davis. He's a big, strong bull, kind of blows out the bucking sheet. Will go either way. He'll feint to the left and go back to the right. He's just a good bull, and a rank bull. You'll be high 90s on the bull.
He could go all the way. He's done it again. This is Kelly Armstrong on one of the bodacious buckers, Bo Howdy. Oh. That bull jumped up, came down right in the middle of his back.
Bo Howdy's a big yellow bull. I guess he's a son out of Bodacious.
Sammy Andrews, bull, Bodacious, bucking bull of the year, and he's unloaded.
He was an amazing athlete, Bodacious was, you know, and some of his calves looked to be a lot like he was.
A fake to the left, and then he's going to jump forward, around to the right. It's a good bull.
Brent Vincent had a seat.
About the only thing him and his daddy have in common is his color. I sure like Bo Howdy a lot better.
Kelly Armstrong, Canadian bull rider. Kelly Armstrong is not going to stay with Bo Howdy.
Chad Denton has been in the championship round 4 times. Only one qualified ride and will not get another one here in Nampa.
He's got to go left and stay.
Goes right. Jim Sharp comes down. Tom Teague, Jerome Davis. They've got a dandy right there. Bo Howdy.
He's not notorious to kill you or anything like that. He's rank, and he doesn't throw no tricks to you, no belly rolls. He just says, here, come and ride me if you can.
The bodacious baby knows how to throw his weight around. Boy, he is a real good bull.
Bo Howdy went unridden in 2002 and has been ridden only one time in his career. And he's not the only bodacious calf doing all right, as many of his brothers are on tour as well. Our next wicked beast is Locomotive Breath, a brother of the legendary Moody Blues.
Oh, this bull, riding the gate to the left, he got in there too far, started to get out, and that was a mistake.
He had the same trip every time. He'd turn back in the gate, and he was a little cute muley, and if you stubbed your toe, he was going to throw you off.
Look out.
But if you rode him, you was darn sure going to win something.
Watch him straighten his back up. Oh, yeah, come on, Razor. Come on, Razor. Come on, Razor. Attaboy, attaboy, come on, Razor, come on. Attaboy, oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
Locomotive Breath, you know, you can't say enough about a bull like that.
Jerry Nelson Rodeo Company, round the left, right there. Oh, Bart.
Boy, Donnie, if you're not behind.
Now, that was that penny piece of bubblegum.
You got to admire a bull that gets rode as many times as he did and would come back the next day and buck the same and buck maybe even better.
He's going to do it. Attaboy, don't quit. Yeah.
Wow, 95 points for Nick Buckley.
Okay, here we go, coming around, looking good. Whoa. Off his rope, just look at Rob Smith. Did you see that move? Whoa. Sit up, come on with him. Hurry, he's in trouble.
He's always going to go out there and spin to the left, and if you rode him, he's going to be in the top 5. Most of the time, it was in the top 2. He's been a great bull for a long time.
Locomotive Breath was ridden just once in 1999. He was the third highest money bull in 2002, and despite being bucked nearly 100 times in his career, he's still one of the top bulls in the PBR. Up now, it's hammer time. One of the best bulls you've probably never seen.
Oh, you're right. High flying dismount.
Hammer Time's a bull that's very, very strong, very powerful. He's a brindle bull. He stands good in the bucking chute, but when he fires out of there, he's going to jerk the teeth out of your head. I mean, he tries hard, and this bull doesn't quit.
It's hammer time, and Brent Vincent. Good effort, good attempt. Great bull from Bad Company Rodeo. Nice start. Dan Hendricks has got a seat. Pumping, working, trying. Oh, I hope that clock is wrong. It says 7.7 on the watch. That is not 8. I don't think they're going to change anything. That's a heartbreak. Owen Walster now is hung up.
He's in trouble. And what happened is his body is twisted around, and this is ugly.
Hammer Time's a phenomenal bull. Everybody says, oh, if you ride him just these 2-3 jumps, he kind of will even out. That bull doesn't even out. He just gets stronger.
Hammer Time has been ridden just once in his PBR career, and that was in his very first trip way back in 2000. His 10 straight buck-off since give him one of the longer current streaks on tour. When we come back, more exciting bull action. You're watching the Wicked Beasts of PBR Total Bull on OLN. Back to Total Bull. Today, we're looking at the animals that make the sport go. The Wicked Beasts of the PBR. Up next, Hollywood, one of the rankest there ever was.
No, he's going to come to the left. He's in trouble. Oh, man, hit with the horn, hooked in the butt. Get up and run, boy. Hollywood, he'll get you that bull. Yeah, I mean, he'll stick one in you if he can.
Probably one of the best rides I've seen on Hollywood have been Norman Curry at Tough Heaton's bull riding. He made a really good bull riding one event on.
Jimmy Anderson, oh, man. That right there was great.
Here comes Jimmy.
But now, this right here is greater. It doesn't get any better than this.
He just looked like a big, hard-to-ride bull, and if you rode him, you're going to definitely win, but I'm glad I never had the pleasure to get on him.
Oh, slam dunk. He's got the talent. Check it out. Looks left, back, right. Justin got his feet. Got his feet pumping. Come on, Justin. Out the boy. Keep digging. Just don't. One more turn. Yeah.
He was bigger than most bulls and stronger, but for a bull his size, he was sure quick. For one reason or another, he had me figured out.
Oh, boy.
Hollywood was the runner-up bull of the year in 2000 when he bucked off 19 of 21 riders. Over the course of his career, Hollywood had 4 rides of 94 points or more to his credit. We move on now to Sling Blade, a bull ridden just one time in his promising young career.
He needs a 91. Sling Blade finds his spot, and look out!
Thinking about Sling Blade, you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know if he's going to jump out there and turn back to the left, to the right, or if he's going to go out there and roll and blow up in the air. So there's no set pattern about that little bull.
To the gate, and fortunately, the gate man was playing heads up.
He's a great bull. Seen him, throw Jim Sharp off one of the rankest trips I've ever seen out of a bull his size. So he's to be commended for what he can do.
Wild West and in trouble. He's hung, finally undone, and Sling Blade with an attitude, and it's all bad.
Sling Blade, just a small bull, very unpredictable, bucks a lot by feel. Likes to turn back to the right, but if you get around the corner, if you're right in the middle, there's no telling what he's going to do. Anything and everything to get you on the ground. And the difficulty for a bigger guy, he's not a very big bull.
He's going straight away, and Chad gets sticking it on him.
Oh, mercy. He's gets a tooth out. He got a horn sandwich tonight.
He's athletic and he's real electric. You know, that bull can get around, but you don't know what he's going to do, so you just got to be ready.
Sling Blade is a bull that's never been ridden. How high can the bull jump? How great can the guy ride? Chris Jivers, he just showed you.
Wow. And I think that pretty much describes Sling Blade. Wow, he's phenomenal. He's little, he's fast, and he's strong for a little bull.
Sling Blade went unridden in 2002. In fact, he bucked off the first 16 riders of his PBR career, and now has been ridden just once in 27 trips. Let's take a look now at a bull who's probably best known for what he doesn't have. That's no unicorn, it's Western Wishes.
Western Wishes, the one-horn wonder.
He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful not to get off on the inside.
And he's fighting to stay out of that inside spin.
Western Wishes is a little black bull that come from H.D. Page.
All right, round to the left, and it's a good one. Come on, fast Eddie, get over there, get over there. Woo.
He always bucked really hard, and guys were a lot of points on him.
Well, he's got to stay up on his bull rope. He needs to get that outside foot going. Come on, keep going, Tony. Attaboy, come on, fight it, fight it. Woo. That bull has got gas. He's smart. He's fading. Bull does it all.
It's one of them kind of bulls that I thought, you know, for myself anyway, I never cared that much to have him. Considering how small he is and this way he kicks, I figure he's going to be pretty hard for me to ride.
Western Wishes is my dream bull. I love that bull. If you ever quit working on him, you're going to fall off, and so he's kind of makes you keep charging and gassing.
Round and round we go, and J.W. Hart comes down.
Spins left, and he spins left in a hurry. Bauer made a great ride on the rampage. Going to come a spurring on this, but don't go in the well. This is good. Come on, Robert. Stay up there. Stay up there. Back there at the whistle. Whip it down. He's hung in the rope. That left arm he's broken about 3 different times. He is hung hard. Whack.
Dennis trying to get up there.
Now they got the bull out of the spin. They should be able to get him, and he's underneath. Bumgardner on top. Now he's just pulling it loose. Ross Coleman, Western Wishes, this is the draw. Round to the left, looking good. Coleman gonna ride this, and no problem. Remember that yard dog sign? Just throw it down the hole. Down the hole. Get up. Look at that bull pawing on him like a bull man. Get off of him.
First time I got on him, he threw me off and broke the ball of my shoulder and dislocated it. And I had him again the next year and 1 second on him. So, you know, that bull's just a great bull to get on. I just made a mistake the first time and I paid for it.
Right now he's on Western Wishes, and this is a tough bull, and you can see why. This bull does not get ridden very well.
Western Wishes was ridden just 4 times in 21 trips in 2002. Over the course of his career, those who have ridden him have been in the 90s. Half-brother of the great Mossy Oak Mudslinger and used to be known as Little Warrior. When we come back, more wicked beasts. You're watching PBR Total Bull on OL. Welcome back to Total Bull. Today we're featuring the baddest bulls of the PBR. Up next, one most guys would rather not get on at all. Ugly.
Ugly, I didn't get along very good with Ugly. And then I had him at the PBR finals and things didn't go my way at all. He bucked me off without any trouble. Ugly is a bull from Don Kish. I've seen him ridden 2 times. I've seen Troy Dunn riding 1 time. It was a great ride. And
hey, this is a good combination. Troy Dunn to come back to the United States. Man, oh man, it's good to see him.
The only thing you know about this bull is he's going to do something different every time. He's unridden, real wild, real electric. That's a great ride.
then I seen Chris Shivers riding Anaheim for a shot at $1 million.
And here is Chris Shivers, 16 seconds away from $1 million. Chris Shivers on the back of Ugly. 6 seconds. Chris Shivers has ridden Ugly. Makes the buzzer in 8 seconds. He's fired up. Now he's got to get off. Chris Shivers, what a ride.
Big, huge bull, lots of lots of show, I guess you could say. He's so huge, and he bucked big too. He jumped high in the air and kicked over his head hard. And he's not been around as much as all those other bulls we've been talking about, but he's pretty awesome sometimes. I know that.
Whoa, buddy. That's why they call him ugly. That's why they call him ugly.
That bull can make you ugly.
He bucks real hard. I don't think he's that old, and I think we're going to hear a lot of things about ugly.
Ugly was bucking bull of the 2002 finals. He's been ridden just once in his PBR career, and his bull rating is nearly perfect at 23 out of a possible 25. We now move on to one of the most explosive bulls ever, the aptly named Perfect Storm.
This is a great bull. Can turn back either direction. Pulls him down. He's looked like he knocked him out. Good golly, that hurt.
Oh, man.
Perfect Storm, I think he probably rode better than he looked. He was pretty spectacular, but to look at riding him, I think he looked ranker than he really was.
Backwards and going to turn back to the right. Whipped him down, buffed him off.
The #1 bull rider in the world, and Perfect Storm brings him down.
I've been on some real bad bulls. A bull that was known to kill people in the bucking chutes is Perfect Storm.
You get out of the gate, he's one of the most spectacular bucking bulls. Let's see what, if the rope's got a hold, it broke.
You know, he'd flip over and roll like an alligator in there. And who ends up drawing that bull? Old Gilbert. And I had Adriano spot me at the time. He kind of reared out of the bucking chute, which, good thing the latch came open. He turned back. I rode him. I was also 96 points off of him, the only guy to ride this animal at this time.
No problem, hit the gate. Yep. Good young bull right there. Perfect Storm of Chad Harrington. People on their feet. Standing ovation.
The determination on his face, and here we go. He's in trouble.
Here we go, sharp, round to the right.
Perfect Storm really got in the air. It was wild to watch and real exciting to watch, and very few guys ever rode him. One of the best rides I've ever seen in my life. It was Ty Murray on Perfect Storm.
Bull switches directions, hesitates, continues now into that right-hand spin, and Ty Murray on the high-flying Perfect Storm conquers the natural disaster in one of the toughest bulls to tangle with you'll ever see. Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm bucked off an impressive 70% of riders in his career, but those who did ride him walked away with huge scores. In fact, every recorded score in his final 2 seasons was in the 90s. When we return, a legend and a future legend take center stage. Stay with us. Welcome back to Total Bull and the wicked beasts of the PBR. Up now, a blast from the past, Strawberry Wine.
And they probably not ridden him 3 times in 3 years, and I mean, this bull is taking it to the house. Jerome Davis, spurring, hump, pump. Woo! Oh, boy!
Strawberry Wine, I've been on him one time before. Very, very good bull. Again, a little bull, a little plumber, horn bull, white with red specks. Great bull, really jump really high and will always roll. And again, you stub your toe and he was bucking you off, and you never just fell off him. You got bucked off him.
Gets away clean. All right, come on, Corey DeMar.
Yeah.
Strawberry Wine. Round to the left. He's got him back off his rope a little bit. Oh.
Strawberry Wine was an overachiever. He was real small, and the guy's bull rope slipped on him, though. He'd move ahead as he's spinning, and he'd usually spin to the left, and their bull ropes wanted to slide back and then get loose on him, and then they were all over the place. Those were the guys that could really ride, that rode him long enough for their bull ropes to slip, but very few guys made the whistle on him.
Got a pretty good shot at him out of the gate. Gonna go left right there. Come on, Tom.
There you go.
Don't go too far. Don't overcommit. Don't lean forward. He's forward. Yeah, he got him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I never had him, but he was little and real, real explosive, and that's what did it for him, is how different he was every time.
Strawberry Wine was named Bucking Bull of the 1996 finals. In his prime, he was ridden just 6 times in 5 years. Over the course of his career, he bucked off 85% of riders. Let's move on to a bull that has all the makings of a future world champion, Cripple Creek Slick Willie.
He wants to be better than that. Whoa, yeah, hang in there.
Slick Willie, he's a really good bull to ride. I think jumps real high in the air and bucks hard every time.
Back around to the right. Get over there, Corey. Attaboy. Come on, Corey.
There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
Attaboy. Randy hooks in him now. Okay, show me the money.
He's on Slick Willie. Lee Aiken ripped down.
Slick Willie just has an unbelievable day, and you cannot have a bull buck any harder than that. Gets him stretched back on the end of his arm, brings him right over his head. And that's probably the best trip that I've ever seen that bull have.
Slick Willie is a big black bull that jumps in the air really high. He's got better and better with age and got a few more years of greatness in his path.
He's going to jump out of it if he rides him.
Slick Willie's a bull I've been on one time and didn't get him rode.
Same shape. He's flipping now. Bull changes direction and Mike White goes off the side.
I'd like to have another shot at him. You know, he's just a great bull to get on, and if you ride him, you're going to win.
Started though. Making a good bull ride.
He does it. How about this? I cannot believe. Well, I shouldn't be surprised knowing these guys the way I know them. How they have risen to the occasion.
I've only had him one time, and I was 90-something points.
Justin McBride, Elk City, Oklahoma, by way of Nebraska, matching moves, beautiful.
I think when I had him, he probably had a little easier day than he's capable of having. I've seen him some days be really rank and tough to get by, but he's a good bull.
All right, Slick Willie round to the right. Luke Snyder.
Slick Willie has bucked off 75% of all riders over his 4-year career. The average score for the 25% that do ride him is in the 90s. 2003 has been his best year yet, as he has been ridden just twice in 15 trips. We hope you've enjoyed this look at the bulls that have made and continue to make the PBR